Ever dream of having your own little getaway? You know, a place to just unwind, built from totally natural, beautiful materials? Well, today, we're going to do a deep dive into a company that does exactly that. We're tearing down the complete 2026 product and pricing catalog from a Latvian builder that creates these amazing wellness and living spaces completely out of wood. All right, let's get into it.
I mean, this right here, this is the whole idea that drives everything they do. In a world that's always buzzing, this just speaks to that need we all have for a personal sanctuary, right? A place to actually switch off. And what's really cool is how they get that feeling. It all starts with one very specific material.
So the company's whole philosophy is actually pretty simple, which I love. They believe that high-quality, ecologically clean wood can create spaces that aren't just useful, but are genuinely beautiful. They're not just putting together kits here, they're literally transforming raw timber into a personal oasis that's built just for you.
And this is what really sets them apart. In a world full of mass-produced stuff made from who knows what, they are all in on wood. And that focus means they have this deep expertise you just won't find anywhere else. Oh, and that note at the bottom, that's key. Custom sizes and designs are always an option. So this isn't about picking a box from a catalog, it's more like a partnership to build exactly what you're picturing in your head.
Okay, so let's start where they do, with health and relaxation. We're talking about the products that are specifically designed for your well-being, the core of that wellness corner we were just talking about. When it comes to their cabins, you've basically got two main choices. On one side, you have the traditional sauna cabins. These use a heater to warm up the air, which gives you that classic, steamy, all-around heat. Then, on the other side, you have the infrared cabins. These use a totally different technology that heats your body directly with infrared light. So you get this deep, penetrating warmth, but at a lower air temperature. Two very different experiences, but both are crafted from that same amazing wood.
All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty for their traditional saunas, starting with the classic model. What I really appreciate here is how transparent they are. You can see a whole range of sizes and exactly what they cost, from a little 1.2 by 1.5 meter cabin for just under 3,000 euros, all the way up to this really unique 5-corner model. It gives you a great idea of what's possible and what to budget for.
Now, if you're looking for something a bit more high-end, we've got the Luxe and Luxe Glass models. And just like the names suggest, these are a definite step up. We're talking premium interior details. And with the Luxe Glass, you get these huge glass panels that make the whole space feel more open, modern, and bright. You can see how the price tag reflects that more elevated design. And of course, they offer that same kind of variety for their infrared cabins. You've got everything from a sleek, modern design starting around 7,900 euros to a top-of-the-line Luxe Glass wood model that's closer to 11 grand. It really just shows that their design philosophy isn't locked into one type of heating. It's all about giving you a ton of options.
Okay, this is where it gets really cool. Their skills go way beyond just standalone cabins. You want a custom-built sauna that's perfectly integrated into your house? No problem. They press it by the square meter so it fits just right. Or maybe you're dreaming of a Turkish-style steam room, a hammam. Yep, they can build that too. And of course, they've got the classic outdoor hot tubs, which start at a pretty accessible price. This really just shows you the sheer range of what they can do.
All right, so we've gone from dedicated wellness spots. Now let's see how this all-wood idea scales up. We're shifting from relaxation to residence, and looking at how they can expand your actual living space.
The first step into these bigger spaces is their garden houses. I mean, just imagine having a dedicated home office, or a quiet little art studio, or even just a peaceful retreat in your backyard to read a book. The Alpha model is a super clear entry point, starting at under 2,000 euros for a really functional space that could completely change how you use your property.
And they have a whole bunch of styles. A quick peek at the Sun and Moon model shows you different design choices, both at really similar and approachable prices. So whether you want something modern and sunny or something more traditional and cozy, there's a design to fit the vibe of your garden. It is definitely not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing.
And this slide, this is where things really level up. We're going from a simple garden house to a full-on modular home. You've got these distinct models like chocolate and cream, and a classic line that kicks off under 19,000 euros for a 24 square meter home. This is where a backyard retreat becomes a real year-round living space. You know, perfect for guests or maybe even as a tiny home.
So we've seen the products, everything from saunas to houses, but the quality, the durability, heck, even the feel of every single one of these things comes down to the raw material. So let's get to the heart of it all and really look at the wood itself, because this is where the magic happens.
You might spot this term, thermowood, popping up in their price list. So what is it? Well, it's wood that's been thermally treated. They basically cook it in this controlled, oxygen-free environment. This process actually changes the wood's cellular structure, making it way more stable, durable, and resistant to moisture. It's a real high-performance option, especially for a tough environment like a hot, humid sauna.
Now this is super important for anyone actually thinking about a project. The wood comes in different grades. Grade A is the top shelf choice. It's uniform in color, has very few knots, it's perfect for the spots you see all the time, like sauna benches or interior walls where you want it to look flawless. Grade B is just as strong, but it has more natural character. You know, more knots, more color variations. And the A-B mix, it's exactly what it sounds like. A smart compromise to get the best of both worlds, balancing looks and price.
I absolutely love how they break this down. It could not be any clearer. A is beautiful, but it costs more. B is totally functional and saves you money. The smart move? Combine them. Use that premium A-grade wood where you're going to see it and appreciate it, and use the B-grade for the structural parts or places that are more hidden. That's just a fantastic practical tip right there.
And just look at the sheer variety of woods they work with. We're talking classic sauna woods like aspen and alder, but also others like cedar, pine, even something called abachi. This is not a company that's limited to just one or two options. This list just screams expertise across a whole range of different timbers, and each one has its own unique look and feel.
Okay, so here's the big question. How do you go from looking at this catalog to actually sitting in your finished sauna or working in your new garden house? Let's take a look at how they make it all happen.
They've boiled it all down to 3 simple, reassuring steps. First, you choose your design, whether it's a standard model or something totally custom. Second, their experts get to work and craft it. And third, and this is a big one, they don't just drop it at your curb. They offer full installation, setup, and even future renovation and maintenance. It's the whole package, a complete end-to-end service designed to give you total peace of mind.
And this right here is their promise. Every single project is packed with the experience and knowledge of their professional team. This is the quality guarantee that backs up every price and every product we've looked at today. It's all about delivering something that's not just beautiful, but is also built to last.
So, if you're feeling inspired, here's all the info you need. You can find them online, shoot them an email or a WhatsApp message, and they have their production facility out in Vecniki and a showroom in Riga where you can actually go see the quality for yourself. Just make an appointment first.
And that brings us to the end of our little tour. After seeing all the possibilities, from different sauna styles to full-on modular homes, and even the very grain of the wood itself, it really just leaves us with one final, very personal question to think about. What will your wooden oasis look like?